Well, for those who didn't know, yes, there was an Uncle Buck sitcom in 1990. It's a baffling idea to me, simply because I love the Uncle Buck movie so much. It was a perfect collaboration between John Candy and John Hughes, combining elements from Hughes' teen films and his desire to highlight more adult problems. It was a perfect comedy film, and if you haven't seen it, you should probably just stop this video and go watch it right now. It's a great film that can't be improved upon. In 1990, they commissioned this sequel of sorts in the form of a TV series that followed the film. Despite the protest of John Hughes, and none of the main cast members returning for the series, it went into production. The late comedian Kevin Meaney was cast in the title role, and I don't blame him for the show's failure. He was a talented stand-up comedian in his own right, but he was just assigned the impossible task of filling the shoes of John Candy. A feat no one could realistically accomplish, especially a year after the film. Uncle Buck the movie centers around Buck Russell, a sort of black sheep of the family who needs to watch his nieces and nephew in a pinch. Although he has an unorthodox approach to childcare, he actually brings the family closer together and betters himself in the process. Do you want to know how this series begins? The parents of Buck's nieces and nephew have died in a car accident, making him the permanent guardian.
Taking care of 3 kids was the last thing I ever wanted to do. When my brother Bobby's will said that's what he wanted, I said fine.
What a fun idea for a situation comedy. It just had no respect to what made the original film work so well. The kids feel really generic and flat in this, and although Kevin Meaney is doing his best, he's just trying too hard to be like John Candy, a direction that probably came from the studio.
Are you weaseling out of our deal?
You got it. But not because I'm a weasel. Not that I am a weasel, but if I was, this wouldn't be an example of my weaselhood.
What the heck are you saying?
What I'm saying is, if you decide to quit school to be a model, be my guest. Life decisions are too important to let somebody else force you into them.
The Honeymooners star Audrey Meadows plays the children's grandmother, and Art Carney even pops up in the series in his last TV acting role.
A stockbroker, huh? Well, maybe you'd like to look over my portfolio.
Looks damn fine from here.
I'd be lying if I said they didn't make an effort to bring back at least one cast member from the film to reprise their role. That's right, reprising their role from the film is this guy, the creepy guy who gets a toothpick stuck in his mouth while trying to hit on Tia in the bowling alley scene. He's the only returning actor here.
Uncle Buck's never gonna let you take Tia out. Hit the highway. How do you do, partner?
Not well. Miles, this is one of my poker buddies. Skank, meet Miles. John, little buddy. What do you say?
I say Mr. Skank smells bad.
The series mostly reuses scenarios and scenes from the film, only here they're really dumbed down.
Either you do something about Maisie or I will.
Okay, I'll have a talk with her. It won't happen again. Thanks for letting me know about this, Mrs.
Crapier, and it's not Mrs., it's Ms.
Ooh, there's a shocker.
I don't know what else I can say. The series surprisingly lasted for 17 episodes, before it was cancelled. And I know I've made this point before, but this series is just further proof how irreplaceable John Candy is. He was Uncle Buck. I spent 23 minutes saying as much in my John Candy video. But at least Hollywood learned their lesson and never tried to recreate Uncle Buck again.
I love taking care of them kids, and I do it well. Yeah!
Mom, a prostitute taught me to twerk.